There we go. We are live and live. Zach Carpenter, what's up, man?
Just hanging out. Glad it's
Th-
not raining on me today. So
Thanks so much for joining me. If my power goes out, it's because it is thundering right outside my house. It sounds like it just hit my pool, man. So
yeah, I
if it
think you're
disappeared,
getting
you'll
what
know
we
where it
got
went.
yesterday. So
Yeah, man. So, talk to me, man. We are using these podcasts as a way to try and develop more content for our white label partners, for our affiliates, right? And a way to create more affiliate relationships, right? So you start off with a humble brag, dude. Tell me about you. Why should everyone know who Zach Carpenter is, what you do, etc.?
So Zach Carpenter is a paint contractor, but I'm a known entrepreneur. I get involved in all kinds of things. But painting is my main business. So in the trade industry, I think I was one of the first with you guys that was kind of in that space.
You
So
were.
yeah, it's been great leading up to here. I've got my family to take care of. I'm always looking for something to do. And VA's just changed the way I did business, and I love sharing that with other people.
That's awesome, and you're also a white label partner now as well,
I am.
right? So
Yep.
it's easy to hear about the white label partner from my perspective, being an internal team member at Sphere Rocket. You tell me about the white label partnership from your side, dude.
Well, it's just insane. So, like I say, I've had VAs for going on 4 years now, and I was already helping companies like do it. I think every trade business needs a freaking VA in their business. Like, I
100%.
honestly feel that. I probably waited too long to get mine. And so when the white label thing came open, for me, it was just natural to dive into there. I was already helping people get VAs for their business. And so to be able to make that type of revenue on it was just insane. So
When people come to me, especially in the trade business, right? A lot of the times they'll say, "I am so busy. I could staff a virtual assistant for so many different things. I don't know where to start." So, what do you recommend they start with, and what did you start with?
well, I'll tell you, they just don't pull the trigger, and I don't know why. So for me, it was because I was scared of the accent. I was scared of them being a call center, and I didn't understand that. So where I started out at when I got my first one was somebody that could kind of do a smorgasbord of things. So I hired an executive assistant, and her main thing was to assist me in anything that I needed: emails, Google Calendar, and then answering my phones. So I wasn't sitting there answering calls all day long. So I put that through her first, and then it just kind of grew from there. Now they handle my whole calendar, scheduling events for me, doing research, which is a big thing. Like if I have a product that I don't understand, I used to spend an hour or two sitting there doing research on it. Well, now my VA does that, and they send me the information I need.
I love it. I love it. How many virtual assistants do you have now, Zach?
So I'm down to two right now. I was at three earlier this year, but I don't need somebody in the estimating spot right now. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
So
so
you
I've,
had
I've got two. I've got one executive assistant, and then I've got one that's social media marketing, and so they literally manage all of my marketing.
Okay, fantastic. So your first one was that executive assistant.
Yep.
When you are introducing a contractor, right? Do you recommend they start with an executive assistant as well?
Yeah, unless they've got something specific. So with my business, I don't need leads.
Yep.
So leads like we our referral is crazy, and then we're a vacation town, so people coming in. My Google needs to be high. Stuff like that's where my leads come from. So what I need an assistant for is managing all the behind the scenes stuff. So if they need somebody pounding the phones to get leads all day, like hell, I've interviewed people that I'm like, hell, if I needed that person would be great for that,
Yeah.
through my interview process. So it really depends on what they need, but I think you need to start with an executive assistant. Hell, my executive assistant hires my new VAs when I hire them.
Dude, that is so good. That is so good.
you know,
Yes, I feel like so many people, when they're starting a business, obviously the biggest bottleneck that they have when they start the business is leads, right? And then they're like, oh, I need a virtual assistant to go and create these leads that I don't currently know how to create. And that's where relationships go sour because they hire a VA. The VA is then sitting in the role and it's like, I don't know how to get leads.
that's
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know how
just
to
like, go
generate.
get me some leads. Yeah.
What the fuck, right? So, dude, but Sphere Rocket, one of our benefits is that we provide a lot of systems and a lot of resources on how the virtual assistants could do those things. How do we help you?
Insane amounts of
Yeah,
training, like almost too much at times because you guys just give and give and give. And so I will preface with this. The reason that you and I are so close, and me and the Sphere Rocket team, is because the people behind Sphere Rocket are amazing.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Like,
thank you.
Y'all are not only like my white label partners and, you know, doing that. Y'all are friends of mine. Like, I've become friends with 100%. A lot of people at the business. So, I mean, hell, I've had Mike here. I've had, you know, Kevin Peterson was with me last week. We were
was he?
Fishing. Yeah.
Cool.
So I've built some solid relationships, and I learned so much about my business, not just with VAs.
What type of system did we give you for your executive assistant when you're hiring your first executive assistant?
So many. So SOP building, how to be an executive assistant, how to properly use your executive assistant, you know, or VA for that matter. And so there's a whole list of things to train you on how to utilize that virtual assistant, because you don't always know what to give them sometimes, you know.
100%.
So it's tough. It's not that I don't want to give them stuff. It's I don't know how to give them stuff at times.
Do you ever feel like your VA is sitting around with not enough to do?
Not now.
Not now?
But the first few years, yes. So first couple of years, it got that way. And then I had to look at myself on why they were falling off, because I wasn't giving them enough. I mean, these folks are all nocturnal. They're up in the middle of the night. And if you don't give them enough work to do or allow them to do that work, then I would go to sleep at night if I was sitting there.
Yeah.
You know? And so you have to understand that they need enough stuff to do. So I do have them doing some lead, not calling generation, but I have them getting B2B type stuff for me. And then I contact the businesses and, you know, let them know who we are and kind of go from there. But yeah, most definitely. So, and then ask your VA what they can do for you.
Such a good question.
Most of these executive assistants, they have a list of things. And my first one, I'm like, tell me what you can do for me. And she gave me a bullet point list of stuff.
So good. So good. What all did she add when she gave you that bullet list?
Oh God, it was so much stuff. So she wasn't answering my calls in the beginning because I still had a US based office manager.
Yep.
And that was one of the things. And then more of my calendar, scheduling my trips, you know, because I travel a lot, scheduling those trips, keeping up. Oh man, it's like I say, it's been 3.5 years ago, so it's tough to even know what it all was. So,
it's awesome though.
I forget. And then this time I had to hire a new one, you know, because my first one didn't really grow with me because I needed a lot more out of this executive assistant. So my hiring this time was, I need somebody independent. I need somebody that I don't have to keep up with all the time. I need somebody pushing my next thing and seeing what's coming ahead for me instead of me having to remind them, hey, I need to do this. Like, it's your job to tell me that. So and I have them hold me accountable to things I say, I'm going to do this. Like, they remind me of that stuff. And they tell me, Zach, you said you really wanted to do this, like, make it happen. So
sometimes just getting the executive assistant to put the things that you're telling yourself that you got to get done on your calendar and blocking it is an ROI positive activity, you know?
Yep.
Love to give this example though, where a lot of times people say, Moose, I don't know if I can staff 40 hours worth of work to my executive assistant, right? And I think your story is a great example of this. You don't have to, right? Zach, what do you value your time at? What do you value your time at?
Yeah, my time's valued. I mean, it's invaluable, you know, and when I'm doing that stupid crap, you know, staying up. I was talking to a guy the other day. We're hoping to onboard him soon. And he's like, man, I'm up till 9 or 10 o'clock doing paperwork. And I'm like, why are you doing that? We can literally staff somebody for $4 or $5 an hour that will handle that. And you will get to spend the afternoon with your family, not sitting there behind a computer at night. You can teach them to do your invoicing. He was not invoicing, but inventory. Because he runs like a warehouse of different supplies. And so, like, let them handle that.
Dude, so what I tell people all the time, right, is if all they did to start was managing your email, if all they did was that, right, do you care whether they are working a full 40 hours or not, right? You don't give a damn because, like, if I'm checking my email an hour a day and they're working full time for me, I pay them $640 a month. That is still ROI positive, whether they worked an hour a day or 40 hours. You know, it's like, oh,
So
Good. I never checked an email.
Here's where the problem comes in, and I know you know this is true as well. I hired every one of my VAs part-time until my recent 2 VAs that I hired.
Yep.
Because I didn't know what to give them enough for and didn't think they had enough for 40 hours. And what I would find myself doing is if I had them working morning, then at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, when I need something, they're not there anymore.
Right.
You know, and I need that now. And then you start realizing, well, 20 hours, it's kind of easy to fill up 20 hours of their work.
Yes,
you know?
it is.
And
yes,
I need some more stuff. And adding that other 20 hours, it ain't that much.
Yeah,
I spend more than that on dinner sometimes.
You're so right, dude. Probably all the time, right? Yeah, man.
You know, so why not do that? But hire them on at 20 hours a week to start with, and just get a feel of how to work with them and do their training in that time. And then once they start clicking, because they pick up so fast and they want to work. And it's not like Americans. Americans are so lazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they're looking on how to get out of work, and Filipinos, they want more work. They want to fill up their time. They want to make you happy, and it's a whole different experience dealing with them.
If they're not working, they feel like they're not valuable enough, right?
That's
so they're
right.
always trying to reach back out and figure out what else they can do for you, you know?
Exactly.
But dude, this whole thing isn't supposed to be about VAs. I love that we're going down the VA talk track, right? But talk to me. What's upcoming for your business? Give us because you have a thriving business. Right?
Yeah, I do. So we've grown. We've been back in painting for about 5.5 years now, and my business is growing substantially this year. And then we've made changes over the past few years because I was pushing almost $1 million a year a couple of years ago, but my profit margin was super low, and so I've made some changes to get. We'll actually do a little less revenue this year, but more profit margin. That's kind of what I've been working on. I fired anybody that was not moving in the right direction and going on the boat. And so we've just cleaned it up, and man, it just shows. It's crazy how fast things change and how your team, when they're not dealing with bad apples, how that culture gets built. Everybody just wants to do good. And so this year we'll probably hit close to what we hit 2 years ago, but with a better profit. And then next year we'll probably double that.
Amazing.
With what we've built this year. So,
and talk to me. How did you do? A lot of times people hold on to their employees too long, right? They hold on to their employees too long. When you did this audit to figure out who wasn't a fit in your business, how did you do that?
So I put everybody on time clocks to start with. So everybody clocks in and out now. And I found that the people that were penciling in their time were robbing me blind.
Man.
And then so you look at that, like I grew up with these guys. Like I grew up with them from when I was like 10 years old. They taught me how to paint 20 years ago,
Yeah.
And they're robbing me blind with hours. They would write down 10 and work 5, and that didn't change when I put them on a time clock. They just weren't getting paid for it now.
Right.
And then just sitting down talking with people. And then you start listening. If you listen to your team, like the quiet part of the team, the ones that are not loud, they will tell you who is a bad apple and who is not.
You're so right. Man. Okay, you found him milking the clock, right? And then did you hold him to a one-on-one? How'd that one-on-one go?
I actually held a whole crew to a 1-on-4,
Did you?
Me and 4 people, and I fired every one of them that day.
Oh man. What was the
But
talk?
we had had discussions leading up to that. You know what I'm saying? We had looked at all these things. Hey, hold on a second. My room.
You're good.
Hold on. I think my wife had it set up for midday runs when she's not here. So, but so you just audit all that and you look at the jobs, and we would do these big, because my breakdown of business is I do residential repaints, I do high-end new construction, and then we do commercial.
Gotcha.
And so when we're doing a multi-million-dollar house, and it's $120,000 paint job, and you're losing money on that, there's a problem.
Yeah, right. And you were losing money primarily due to the labor costs on it, right?
Labor costs, material waste. And so we've worked on that even with my good employees on being more efficient with the waste, being more efficient with the work that we do. And it is paying off. So, yeah.
You said something that I think is amazing for business owners to hear, Zach. You said, we do not need more leads. There aren't too many business owners that I've talked to who would say that, right?
No.
So where are your leads coming from? You said from referrals, but
So
where are
a
your leads
lot
coming
of them
from?
are referrals, and I will give you my top secret from
Please.
anybody is networking.
Yep.
Go network, get involved in your local chamber, go join a BNI, go just get out there and meet people and talk to people. If you're in the trade industry, make sure you're in your local home builder association and go to their events.
Ain't nobody trying to do that, Zach. I thought I could just turn on Facebook ads and let it go. No?
It's just not how it works. And I mean, some businesses can function that way, but I build relationships. That's what I do. Even with my clients, I build relationships. And that when you build those relationships, when they hear their friend down the road say, hey, I need a paint job, who are they going to talk about? You know, when you go meet 50 people in a BNI group or a chamber event, you go live at 5 having drinks with them in the afternoon, the best business you will ever get in your life.
You're so right. What I am so afraid of, right, is that people, when they hear virtual assistants, right, when they hear AI, what they're trying to do is trying to use it as a way to shortcut the relationships, right? And you can't shortcut the relationships, but you can use VAs and you can use AI to accelerate the relationships, right?
100%.
Use it as marketing, get in front of more conversations, have more, what I always pitch to my team, more 2-minute conversations in a day.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But if you're using the AI to try and replace the relationships, you're fucked. At the end of the day, like, it's all about the relationship.
Nobody wants to talk to a computer. You know how many computers we have to talk to now? These 100%. Days, everything you call, you talk to a computer. So when somebody calls my business, a live person answers.
100%.
When we return a call, a live person. Now, what we do use AI for and what we do is responding back to clients with things that we don't need to talk to them about.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying? Like scheduling and list of what to expect when we get there and things like that can all be automated. Every bit of that can be automated.
100%. Now, do you have your VAs working on AI at all?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
What do you have them doing within AI?
So what I started with was I had them running all of my copy, like on my social media, because there is a slight language difference in how their copy is and our copy. So I just had them run it through there, and I said, make sure my copy sounds like an American copy whenever you put this out there, and it's killed it. So everything he runs through there, and we never use kindly or the friendly words that the Filipinos like to use, or most Asian countries.
Yeah.
I don't need that popping up in my social media,
Yeah.
And then I use AI personally for writing contracts. Like I needed to do a 1-year warranty that was specific to a job that we did yesterday, and it took me 2 minutes to make a 1-year warranty with all this.
So good. Dude, did you make an AI brain? Did I give you that playbook?
You may have given me the playbook, but I haven't stopped and done it yet.
Dude, send it out to your VA. If you can send
that back to me, yeah,
I will.
That'd be great.
Send it out to your VA, right? Because what Tracy uses it for on my side is she will take this call, right? And she will take the transcript of it and upload it to the AI brain. When I do a webinar, she will take the transcript and upload it to the AI brain. And then she'll say, write content based off of everything you know about Moose. What would Moose say in this situation?
Oh, nice.
Right?
Okay.
And it just fires out content that sounds like me all the time. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so, I would love to do something like that. So,
yeah, that's
really and I mean, even something simple as I needed to do a voiceover because I run a video the other day where I'm grinding concrete and you can't hear anything but the concrete grinder, and so I had to do a whole voiceover over that. We could have literally just put that in AI and had them do a voiceover.
100%. And tools like what's that AI tool that can do the voiceover? It's 11 Labs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Have you looked into that yet?
I have not.
It's
I think
crazy,
we talked about it at the last mastermind I was at.
Yeah.
Yep, but I could definitely use a connection to that. So
yeah, cool, man. Dude, what else? You said you're going to grow. You said you're going to double the business next year. How are you going to double the business next year?
So we've got the option to do that in more of the commercial B2B side of things. And so we've built the relationships now. I will get my general contractor's license for painting and sheetrock hanging. So we've taken on sheetrock. I've got a couple of good crews for that now. And just the way we come into the year. So we're starting now to build into that for the beginning of the year. So there's jobs that are on the books right now that won't start till January or February that will put us in that spot.
Got it. And are you getting as many referrals on that side, or do you have another lead gen for that side? Since
No, I am getting referrals there too.
Man, dude. And where are you at again? I know you're
contractors, like these big contractors need good subs.
Yes.
And I mean, they fight these guys all the time. And that's what I tell contractors when I talk to them. My job is to handle the job. Your job is to tell me what I need to paint and what color you want it. And I'm supposed to handle it from there. Well, they're having to babysit these companies. Well, them contractors are busy. They don't need to babysit them. And so when these contractors see what we do versus some of the other companies that they deal with, yeah, they share that information all the time.
Man, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Yep.
Where are you at in Alabama? I know you're in Bama, right?
I'm in Baldwin County. So I'm on the other side of Mobile. So Alabama comes down in two parts over the bay. You got Mobile County and Baldwin. I'm in Baldwin, right near Gulf Shores, Orange Beach area.
And that's a vacation spot?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Big vacation spot.
Really?
We're one of the top 5 growing counties in the United States, right?
I feel like I've never heard of that as a vacation spot.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude.
Well, because we used to be hidden. Nobody knew about us. And then Katrina hit, and then Ivan had hit, and all these hurricanes, and so many people came here. Then we made a bunch of news, and they found out we had 60 miles of white sand beach here. And so everybody wanted to be here.
Got it.
And Florida's getting full, you know?
It is. You're right, dude. You're right. I keep on waiting for my property values to increase because I'm in a small town called Vero Beach. I'm like, yo, you got nowhere else to go. You got to go to Vero. It hasn't happened yet.
So my house has tripled in value in 10 years.
Wow. Holy shit. That's crazy, dude. That's awesome.
Triple in value, so it's good.
Dude, I know that we missed this last year, but we should do it this year. FSU is in Bama this year. You want to go up to Tuscaloosa?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Come on, man. Let's get it on the books for this year. We met you last year, right?
I would love to do it. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. Cool. Well, dude, I appreciate you taking some time with me. You want to drop any final wisdom before we close this thing off?
Man, look, just go ahead and get a VA. If you're thinking about white label, it is easy freaking money. And it's good money. It's not. I feel like it's not going to last like that for long. You know what I'm saying? And I know that sounds like a sales pitch, but you always look for that easy money kind of thing. And right now, that's just what it is. If you know people that need VAs, it's an easy sell.
If you can go out and shake some hands, it's an easy thing to do.
And you get 85% of it. Like, who pays that?
Someone was like, Moose, how do you find the time to do white label? I was like, well, it doesn't really take any additional time. I just post about it, and then people ask about VAs. I'm like, here you go.
I just talk to people. I talk to the same people I talk to every day, and every contractor is complaining about not having enough people.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. So I'm like, well, you need to hire a VA. Give me a call. You know, and I'm
amazing.
starting to pay a little more attention to it now. I want to grow it up to a certain revenue, that I want every month, but I do it on the side. It's a side gig. You want to talk about mailbox money? It's just mailbox money.
Dude, give a quick humble brag. How much are you making on white label?
Well, so I'm down to $3,000 a month right now, but I was up to almost $7,000. So
$3,000 a month, relatively passive, pretty damn passive, not too bad. $7,000 a month at one point.
As passive as it gets, because so the thing is like once I pass them to you guys, I don't have to keep up with that account.
Yes.
It's not. Once the sale's made and I give them my link and you guys take it and I pass it over to Patrick, then bam, it's just done.
People have questions. It's like, I don't know, ask Spherock. I don't know, dude.
I'll answer what I can, but I just talk to them about my experience because I think you need VAs to kind of be in white label.
I agree.
Maybe somebody could just come in that was a good salesman and they could sell it outside of that. But until you have the experience, what are you going to tell people?
I agree. Dude, I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for jumping on. Thank you for the friendship. Dude, let's set up Tuscaloosa. We'd love to see you soon, man. And just appreciate all you do for the community, man.
Let's do it. Likewise. Always a pleasure, Moose. Appreciate it.
We'll talk soon, all right? See you, bro.
Right, see you.